Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Bio here, and this is going to be some Modern Warfare 3 once again, going for the quick scopes here. I find myself more often than not, this is about all I do now. I mean, yeah, I'll still, throw on some wonky shotgun class or something, pistols, or, just kind of off-the-wall stuff, but very rarely do I do kind of the, the typical SMG or machine gun kind of game, going for a million, bajillion, fifillion yen kills and trying to build up the kill streaks there, but more often than not, this is kind of what I do. I find it challenging, I find it more rewarding, and just kind of a lot more fun, so... everybody's different. Everyone's got their own style and their own ways of playing, their methods to their madness and that kind of thing. But this is my madness. Welcome to my world. But yeah, so unfortunately, I'm never able to actually look at the screen anymore to know what's going on. My setup is so wonky right now that I have to do because of how work is, and so I have to travel a lot. And then I'm usually at a different house, and it's just crazy. But work, man. Fun stuff. It has its ups and downs. I work in an IT field, or I work in the IT field, whatever. But I work in the IT field. I work at a school district, kind of servicing computers and things like that, and working on different stuff, projectors and stuff like that. So it definitely has its ups and downs. Some days are really rewarding. I'll get to learn a lot of new stuff, or I'll have something thrown at me that I've never seen before, maybe my coworker hasn't seen before. So you got to kind of improvise on the spot and do some stuff. And then some days, some days just are, just kind of, another day of work, and that kind of thing, so I'm trying to think of a good example, like when I have to move around a bunch of computers, which, doesn't sound too bad at first, but the thing is, these are like 10-year-old computers, so they weigh a lot, and they're not even worth anything to begin with. But on the flip side, I kind of like that too, because, some day it's different every day, and so I get to do something physical too, kind of get my blood pumping, get me moving around, so that's cool too. So, here I am kind of complaining a little bit, there's people out there without any jobs at all, so gotta kind of put it into perspective, Shani. So I definitely like my job, though. Overall, definitely like it. Like the last thing I got to do was really nice. I was updating iPods. I can only do so many at a time because of how our computers were set up and how we have our MacBooks set up. So, I set them all up. I get them syncing and whatnot, and they're kind of older, and the computers are kind of older, so it takes a while. So it's like 10, 15 minutes between when I start and when it finishes. So, I have 10, 15 minutes to just do whatever I want until they're done. So, I get some free time, too, during work. How often can you say that? So... But nonetheless, we should move on. So, long story short, a roommate is currently in jail, the slammer, the big house, the don't drop the soap or bad things will happen to you and your... Okay, actually, he is in jail. It's the county jail. It's not really like a state penitentiary, so those kind of things probably won't happen to you there. But, yeah, he is currently in a not very good place. So, kind of the backstory here... We'll name him Scott, for no other reason than his name is Scott. You're not going to try and protect his identity with some arbitrary name assigned? Nope, his name's Scott. So we got Scott, and then my two other roommates at the apartment I live in are both Daves. One of them is Night of Light. I refer to them as Greater Dave and Lesser Dave. No, that would be a bad idea. That would be a very bad idea to do that, but... No, so one of them's Night of Light, who's also a machinima director, YouTube guy. I think he's still... I don't know how often he posts. He posts every now and then. I don't keep track on that too much. But, so we got us four. We used to have a different fourth roommate, but then something happened with his job, his internship that he has right now, and so he decided to move out. And so we had to get this new roommate in late October or so, and, so far he seemed like a pretty cool guy, nothing crazy. We talked to him, like, all right, chill guy, going to school, and, yeah, so... We thought it'd be a good roommate. We decided to pick him up, and now he's in jail. We know how to pick him, don't we? Yes, we had a good eye for that, the crazy type. No, so Scott, he's a pretty cool guy. From what I've seen, I hang out with him a lot. He's definitely a very talkative guy who's pretty social, guy who can, just sit down in a bar and strike up a conversation with random people. Which is another thing that I should mention. I'm assuming that the reason he got in jail is, which I'll get into later, but I'm assuming alcohol was involved. Thankfully, it wasn't anything stupid like driving or something like that. Operating heavy machinery. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery while intoxicated. No shit. But I'm assuming alcohol was involved because he is. Oh, to put it out there, he's a very, very big drinker. He lives it up on the weekends. he's working full time on top of going to school, so he's very busy, and so he lives it up on the weekends. He drinks by the gallon full when it comes to alcohol. It's insane. It's funny for the rest of us because we see him when he's in his intoxicated stupor, and he's a very talkative, happy drunk, and so we can get things out of him that we wouldn't otherwise get out of him. So that's always fun, but. Gosh, man, it's still just funny to say my roommate's in jail. You know, it's like one of those college stories that you look back on later in life. You're like, yeah, remember that one time college roommate was in jail? Yeah, man, those were the days. You know? But it's funny now because it's actually happening now. So you're like, yeah, man, remember that one time our roommate was in jail? It's like, yeah, he's still there. Yeah, about that. So, but yeah, I'm assuming alcohol as well. He's a big drinker, funny guy too, But yeah, he had actually been to jail once before this specific incident that he's now currently serving for. He had something to do with skateboarding. He told us one night while he was intoxicated, so I'm not certain to the validity of the story, so don't quote me. But he mentioned that he was like skating on government property, and someone came out and told him, "Hey, you can't do that. Hey, you kids, get off my property." But he decided to come back the next day. Very wise decision, and they booked him for it. I think he said he had to stay overnight, so he's been there once before, so he's kind of got the lowdown on the jail life. Jailhouse rock, everybody. Okay, so just break into song. Gotta love it. But so now we're kind of getting out of the context here. So he's in jail right now, and the reason that he said to me while on his cell phone while he's in jail, so I guess I let him use it. He said that he was in for something hunting related, some kind of hunting incident. I don't know if he was, poaching, doesn't have a license. He was, shooting something that's not in season. I have no idea the specifics, or if he pulled a Dick Cheney and, and shot someone. He's more machine now than man. Dick Cheney, man. Anyways, so I have no idea what exactly happened that caused him to end up in the slammer, but he is there, enjoying the high life. And it couldn't have come at a worse time for us because all the bills were due. The internet was due, the rent was due, the heating was due, the electricity was due. Man, I'm going to hire a hit out on this guy. I'm Italian, so it means I automatically have connections to the mob. It's funny how people assume that. Anyways, but I'm going to hire a hit on him or something, man, because he's got to pay up. So we'll just start repoing the stuff out of his room. It'll be like a prank when he gets back. Hey man, where's my stuff? Oh, we just pranked you. Don't worry about it. Well, where is it? Oh, you don't get it back. That's not a prank. That's just a dick move. Yes. I don't know. It's just it's piss poor timing though. So everything was due. So we're kind of debating whether or not we wanted to tell our landlord about it. Like, okay, imagine if we were in his shoes. One of your tenants has come to, or one of the group of four living in an apartment, one of the tenants there has come forth and said that they are unable to pay because they are currently in jail. That probably won't look good, and so we just kind of said, he's in a position right now where he's unable to pay. He'll just take the late fee. It's not lying, right? It's just kind of stringing him along here, just not telling the whole story. So, it's great. Put it simply, it's just like, everything's just kind of come together in kind of a funny way. So he was only serving for 10 days though, so that's a good thing. Which actually, for a hunting incident, seems kind of lengthy. Like I said, I have no idea what happened, no idea the specifics behind it, why he's there, what he did, who got shot, who killed Kennedy, and all that. But he is there, and he's out in 2 days maybe. I'll do a follow-up story if I can, once I know the details behind it, the gory, juicy details behind the murder of so he's out in 2 days on the 13th, and there for 10 days. And so once that happens, I will try and pry every detail out of him, and I'll probably do a follow-up story on what happened. But till then, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, kind of letting you know the gritty details of college life and all that. But yeah, I'll catch you later, and thanks for watching.